2023 to order at 7 p.m. Can we stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? Hold on. I don't know if I can stand. Okay.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for that clarification.
Yeah. Okay. Item number 3, roll call. Commissioner Cook.
Here.
Commissioner Hunt.
Here.
Commissioner Walker.
Here.
And Commissioner Kelly here. Everyone's here.
All 4 of us.
All 4 of us.
Again.
And we can have up to 7? Mm-hmm. Okay.
We have to have 4 for a meeting.
Okay.
We can have up to 6 until I make this
We
motion.
just barely made it.
Okay.
Item number 4, approval of agenda for January 3rd, 2023 meeting.
I approve the agenda for the January 3rd, 2023 meeting.
Okay.
It's like, what year is it?
Second that.
All right. Motion made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Hunt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. We don't have any minutes from the December 8th.
But there were minutes in her email.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Okay. Did she send? Okay.
That's
Yes.
probably.
Perfect.
And I forgot to print them.
Okay. Yeah, I only half looked at the email. I'm sorry. I was tired when I was looking at it.
But before we approve that, can I change something in the
Of
minutes?
course you can.
Aren't these the minutes from December 8th?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because on can I see that? On number 10,
On the minutes?
yes, on number 10, citizens participation, it says that the spring, summer leagues, they would need the gymnasium for access, but for that, they don't need it because they'll be outside for those.
For the winter. Yeah.
Yes, it's only winter that they would need a gym access to do their soccer thing. So I wanted to just change that.
So they need the gymnasium for the winter,
Just for winter.
but they
For spring, summer, they could
need
use.
the field.
The fields for that, yep.
Okay, I'll make that change.
Okay.
Thanks.
Motion made to approve the minutes with the amendment from Commissioner Cook. I'll second, and then seconded by Commissioner Kelly. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Item number 6, volunteer group reports.
Good evening. Laura Lessage, 15201 Fairview. On behalf of the Fraser First Booster Club, a little update. We are in full swing of getting ready for our Blue Jean Ball, which is on February 11th, 23. Doors open at 6, dinner at 7. We'll have basket raffles, silent auction, 50/50, and it's an open bar. And tickets are on sale as we speak. Go to the website or contact any of the Fraser First Booster Club members. $45 each, which is pretty darn cheap for all you can get, plus the dancing and all that good stuff. Our next meeting is next week on January 10th at 6 o'clock in the evening at the Ram's Horn. So please come and see what we're all about. I'm sure we'll be talking about the dance and whatever else might be coming up in the coming years. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Don't see any more volunteer group reports? Okay. All right. Moving on, item number 7, report on current events.
One moment while I pull up the recreation page. Currently, we have a bowling league that is in partnership with LK St. Clair and Advancing Macomb. They have that at the Fraser lanes right across the street from us. That's running from January 22nd through March 12th. And to sign up, you will go to breakingbarriers.io. We're working with them to get more programming. There is, I believe, some indoor soccer programming coming for the or for the spring. I was working with Advancing Macomb to get an exact location for that because it wasn't on the flyer that we provided.
So I take it they're responding to your emails or finally getting back to you?
We are finally starting to see some programming come through Advancing Macomb as of between our last meeting and now, yes.
Item number 8, overview report of Parks and Recreation.
The Senior Activity Center is packed. If anybody's over there, we are now open 5 days a week. We are adding additional programming for Fridays with pickleball, Roomy Cube, and looking to add Zumba instruction on Friday as well. Our chair yoga and Tai Chi are sold out almost regularly. If you come over, it's hard to get a spot on most days, which is very good. Like to see that the facility's full and being utilized, and our residents are starting to take advantage of the dining senior style. I am working with Silver Sneakers so that we can get that recognition for the facility, because I think that's helpful to help offset some of the drop-in fees that our residents and non-residents incur. We would still get the funding to cover that. It just wouldn't be coming out of their pocket. So it's the next goal for the facility.
So is it open from morning till evening or
It's
afternoon?
open 8 to 1.
8 to 1, okay.
And the next goal I know is going to be doing the egg hunt and the beginning stages of planning for that, and for the parade. I want to get the parade sponsorship information out soon so that we can start getting that on everybody's agendas, especially the beginning of the year. You want to get in there for funding as soon as it's available from corporations that may need to go through higher levels to get sponsorship and whatnot, so we can diversify who we have involved.
Item number 9, I'm sorry. Other business, approval of the 23 meeting dates.
I'd like to approve them with the exception of the July 4th one. Can we change it to July 11th?
Yeah.
Historical did the same thing, but that's when it fell, so when I put the memo together, I just did that, they did the same thing.
I think everything else looked good except for that date.
So you would like to do that, except that, make that July 11th.
November 7th, is that a voting day, election day?
November 7th is going to be an election.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be city council election.
November 7th?
Yep.
So we probably have to change
Moved to
that one too then.
just that date.
Yeah, that one we should.
What do you want to move that to then?
Let's see, November,
The following week.
14th.
yeah, the 14th.
So you're going to move 2 dates from the 4th of July to the 11th of July, from the 7th of November to the 14th of November, is that correct? Okay, thank you.
And then can I make one more motion? Nope, not for meetings. Oh, is that another thing? I have to wait? Okay. Sorry.
Motion made to amend the meeting dates with July 4th till July 11th and November 7th to November 14th. Everything else is A-OK. Motion made by Commissioner Cook,
I'll second it.
seconded by Commissioner Hunt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Item number 10, citizen participation. We don't know what to do when there's more than one.
Person there, yeah.
Sometimes I don't get up quick enough. Laura Lessig, 15201 Fairview. Unfortunately, citizen participation is before the commission members' concerns or whatever. So I don't know if anything I'm talking about might come up later from you guys, so, but maybe if I talk about it, maybe you'll mention what's going on. Anyways, I noticed that the Facebook page for Parks and Rec has not been updated since before the holiday. And it would be good to know on that page, not all people go to the website to see what's going on at the senior center, to know what's going on at the senior center and what the lunch schedule is for us seniors. And I'm surprised that the agenda did not have included on here the 5-year plan review for your commission to discuss it or make any adds or comments to that before it goes to council next week. And just wondering what's going on with your Parks and Rec coordinator, if we're going to be hiring someone soon. We also have a lot of open seats now on this commission, so I think it's a good idea to probably get the word out there to get some more people on the board, so you guys can spread the wealth, spread the love, and get this city moving. So that's all I have. Thank you.
Thanks, Laura. Nothing today? Perfectly fine. Okay, item number 11, commission members with concerns. We will start this way.
Okay, a couple things. I want to make a motion or amendment or something to remove John Hunter from Parks and Recs. I knew we had to do that. We have to do that before we can get somebody else in his seat.
They have to do that as council.
I'm not sure, the only one I'm absolutely sure of is Historical Commission, because I've dealt with them before, and they have in their bylaws that if they miss 3 or more meetings consecutively, they're basically just off.
I was gonna say Dana told us at the last meeting or whenever, somebody told us at the last meeting that we had to make a recommendation to remove him.
Certainly, I feel like you could go ahead and do this, we can get it in the minutes, if it's different, I'll email all of you folks tomorrow, is that okay?
Yeah.
Just so you know, and then follow through with however that's gotta be, if we have to write a letter, or if council has to do it, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Would that be okay?
Mhm.
Okay.
So, are you making the motion to remove Commissioner Hunt?
Hunter, no, yeah, Hunter, don't get rid of her, because then we're down to 3.
Commissioner
Hunter,
from there, relieve him from his duties.
duties, yes, since he has not put his resignation letter in.
Isn't the email saying he's resigning?
He never provided that to
never
the
got
city.
that.
Oh, yeah, he gave it to us
Us.
as a commission, but
Oh.
he didn't provide an official one.
We
to
couldn't
the
have just
city.
forwarded it over to them?
He has to be the one to do that.
What?
He has to be the one.
He asked, oh, all right,
Because,
whatever.
I mean, theoretically, I could, but.
Okay.
Mine. He's green now.
We're told not.
My phone was brushed against it, I'm sorry. All right, so I guess we'll make a motion, Commissioner Cook makes a motion to relieve Commissioner Hunter of his duties.
I'll second the motion.
Okay. Motion made by Commissioner Cook, seconded by Commissioner Hunt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Made. Sent to
Okay.
council now.
Okay. The other thing I wanted to bring up with is, Echo and I are kind of in the midst of planning. She's got one already planned. For Easter time for adults, we were going to do kind of a road rally Easter themed throughout the city of Fraser. And we were wanting to know, before we move any farther, can we have the okay to do this? Or if not, we will kind of do it on the sly and do our own thing with the Sunshine Committee.
Like, does Parks and Rec want to sponsor our
Yes.
adult?
I would need to have more details other than just a event title to
Okay.
be able to co-sign anything.
Like what?
Yeah, what do
You want to know what it
What is your
is?
plan? What is
It's a
the
road
budget?
rally,
Within the city of Fraser?
Fraser.
So like, yeah, like going to.
Only with it, well, I can't tell you where, because you'll get a packet. Every team will get a packet, and you get 10 clues, and the first clue will take you to the place, and then you have to answer a question, snap a photo of yourself, find an egg, and move on to the next envelope. So if I tell you where we're going,
Right.
that's.
It'll be within the
But
Fraser
it's only
city
within
limits.
Fraser city limits.
If you could just email me some details. I'm not against it. I just
Okay,
have to have something concrete
Okay.
to know what we're gonna
all right,
have to expend towards it.
okay.
Well, we're looking at not even really expending, because each team would have to pay a fee
Right.
to do this, so you would make some money off of it. or we could use that money and roll it over for prizes or whatever. So it's not gonna cost really the city anything.
I mean, we are gonna have it where people will know where they're gonna end up. Because when they end
Yeah.
up,
There's
you
gotta
know,
be
there's
Right.
gonna be
some
food included.
direction.
But we didn't wanna work on that part of where we're gonna end up until we know that it's a go.
I-
It would be used for, well, it would be used for prizes, it could be used for, the materials to set all this up. Cause we have to have envelopes and
Yeah,
so on
I
and
mean,
so on.
it's pretty cheap to put together. And the entry fee would actually be to either pay if like pizza's provided at the end, or if we just meet somewhere and everybody's eating on their own, then the money would go towards, the prizes.
But depending on where we ended, we were thinking pizza and
Right.
pop or something, but
Yeah.
like I said, we can't.
And let's face it, it's in Fraser, so where are you gonna end up? You're gonna end up, at Sidebar, or El Charro, or.
Lions Hall or Lions
Yeah, the
Club,
Lions Club.
or, I mean, it's not gonna be, so, but, before we go and start getting all the
Soliciting, yeah.
information and talking to these different businesses of where we can end up, and if we're gonna do pizzas, and how much is that all gonna cost, so we know how much to do an entry fee. We wanted to make sure it was okay to go ahead and start planning, since we've already
Right.
planned a lot.
I think that I assume is what she's saying, is if you, in order for the city to have some kind of mark in it, you guys have to have some kind of outline.
So you want the
And it-
rules?
Yeah.
Just like an overview of what the
Okay,
plan for this is, so that we know what we're
okay,
sponsoring.
okay. I'm not at work tomorrow, I can do it Thursday.
All right.
Well, I'm going to a funeral tomorrow, so I can't really be doing it at the guys.
It's true. This is true.
You have anything else?
Oh, yes, I just have one more thing. So how close are we to getting a Parks and Recs director?
There's interviews later this week. I was sick for the better part of December, unfortunately, and that kept me
Wasn't ever-
out of the office. And we had to reschedule what we had going on, so.
So hopefully a month, 2 months, 3 months?
We want it done next week. I need staff. I
Okay,
can't afford to, every time I'm sick, the world stops, so.
okay, that's perfect. That's all I want to know is like a time frame. Because I think 3 months ago, it was going to be before the end of the year, and then it was, I just want to make sure there's some concrete date in mind. And that's it. That's all my concerns.
Commissioner Hunt.
Okay, well, that leads me to, because you said they're doing a bowling league over at Fraser Star Lanes, and I heard they were selling.
I
You haven't heard
don't
that?
have any involvement in the planning of that. That's all through Advancing Macomb
Okay.
and Alki St. Clair, so.
All right.
I,
Because I was, yeah, all right. So we don't know.
I haven't heard anything of a sale.
Okay. Well, is that gonna, if, let's say it sells, is it gonna affect your,
That would be with Advancing Macomb would,
okay, then they have to deal with it, okay. All right. And then, is there any plan to get a kickball league this summer yet? I had people ask me about that, that used to be on kickball.
we can look into that. We certainly have enough kickballs.
Yeah, because we have people doing softball, but not through the city, right?
Yes, they have, there's a church that regularly takes the field.
Anyway, that was my concern, was just if there was gonna be a kickball league, because I think we used to have to register by April 1st, so there's still time to like get it going. So that's all.
I have one more concern. Just one more. Sorry, I'm very talkative today. The other concern I have is, how are we doing with the soccer, with the guys that met with us last month, working out a deal with them to do soccer this summer?
I haven't had any response from them. They have my contact information. I know they've been working with Advancing Macomb. Yeah, Alki St. Clair, yeah. So they're working with Advancing Macomb on a lot of that. Just kind of waiting to see where direction they're taking is. No. No. You knew that answer.
Okay, I'm done with my concerns now.
Any other
I promise I will be done.
Commissioner Walker.
Well, I actually did talk to the principal at Mark Twain
Excellent.
about using the gym. He is all about having their gym used. They want everybody coming to that school for some reason.
She's just talking low.
Yeah, I'm quiet. Sorry. But I do have all the information. We have to go through the administration, and I have, he circled everything, who we need to contact, and they just need the insurance information. I can't do that, I don't have it. So I can give this to you.
Definitely we'll keep trying with the school district. Maybe going a different avenue or getting a different person will yield different results than we have historically.
Yeah, he's all about he has Girl Scouts at his school, which I told him about how the district was like against having Cub Scouts at Salk. And he was like, move here, we'll let you into the rooms. So he's like all about it. But he just said you have to make sure you have the insurance information, and that should be a good go.
It's good to know.
That's awesome.
My husband and my dad used to rent out the gym, and they used to play basketball at Mark Twain it was like every Tuesday they would just go play basketball. So I thought about that, but then they stopped doing it for a while, so.
Well, they had a different principal.
Yeah.
Well, this is the principal from Eisenhower who
Okay.
did the,
Oh, yeah.
they had our kids went there
Yeah.
to do the sports thing. But, yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah. I was gonna say that's the last time we went to Eisenhower, but I guess.
Well, not when we were in Eisenhower. Sorry.
Any more?
Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead.
About the frolic in Fraser,
Oh, yeah.
I have some ideas. I work with a rescue, and I was thinking about in the bark in the park, kind of, if we do have like a rescue set up for an adoption day, too, to have that could be a big thing. And then I know I've talked to a couple of the council members about having local farmers, like not farmers, but people that have gardens in their houses and have too much veggies to have their veggies at a market free.
Like they did they did it at the one market where they set up a table and they
That
just
was
had.
mine.
Yeah, your table. They set up tables.
my
and
I like Becky does.
My veggie, like I don't mind giving mine away for free. I like do like an exchange kind of thing, take what you want and leave what you can kind of thing. So everybody just instead of wasting all the veggies.
Right.
I'm very against wasting veggies, as we all know. And that was all I had.
All right, thanks. I don't think I have any concerns. I'm sorry, I'm still half out of it. I've had a long week at the hospital, so. I'll try to post more online to see if I can get more people to join, but I feel like there's a lot of negativity that goes online, so I don't want to open it up to any negative things. What is the status of that grant for Somerset Park, so I can check this off my list and say that I
The
mentioned?
Spark grants,
Yeah,
that grant, I do not believe was approved at the last council meeting.
okay. And theoretically, the grant would be to move the structure to a spot that,
It was to replace
Posted,
the
don't you?
equipment there and have that equipment relocated.
Okay.
Probably to Rydell or somewhere that we need equipment at, but.
okay. Awesome. All right, that's it.
I have a question,
Yeah,
sorry.
go ahead.
So what are we allowed to post on Facebook? Because thankfully, Laura put on that there was a meeting today. I mean, we didn't get an outcome, but nobody knows about this committee at all.
It doesn't matter how much you post online, no one is still gonna know about it.
I mean, you can try. There's no word of mouth about it.
Right.
Nobody knows about it.
I know.
And so if I wanted to post that there's a meeting coming up, can I do that?
The public meeting notices are always linked on the city's website.
Yeah, I've tried that. I don't know how to use that.
Yes,
I'm like-
you
learned
could-
that. I learned
you
how
could
to
do
use
what Laura
that.
did. You could take a screenshot of the agenda and then just post it from there, because it's already posted on the city
You'll have to have
website.
her show me how to do that, because I don't know how to get to
show
the
you.
agenda on there. I just wait for my
So
email.
You can do that. And
It's
even
easy.
the-
Once you know
you'll.
I can show you today before we
I don't
leave.
know, the city website is just so hard for me to like figure out where I need to go to find. So that's like, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. I can't be the only person.
You're not. It was hard at first, and I finally figured it out. And then I was looking for Parks and Recs, and I thought they went kind of in order, and it was like, nope. It was like, first it was all city council, and you had to go through a whole bunch, and then it went to some other commission, and you had to go through, scroll down more, and then it went to another commission, and then finally it was Parks and Recs commission, and I'm like, oh, there it is.
Okay, I'm like, I'm not the only one then.
But yeah, you can post whatever, you can post it on there. I do, I don't usually get much interaction when I do post it, so I stopped posting for a while. So, yeah, I think that's it. I just wanted to ask about that grant because there was someone asking about it today, so. All right.
So as far as we know, that structure's gonna stay there?
As of right now, yes.
I
So,
haven't really looked at it. Can't they just kind of like take it down a notch?
yeah.
I don't know specifically. I think
I mean,
that's
it might
more
be
of what
easier than trying to
DPW's
move the
dealt
whole
with the
thing.
manufacturer on. Unfortunately, we aren't the only community that has the structure with issues. They put a similar one, nearly identical, in a park in Warren, and kids are climbing the exterior, and it's a safety hazard there as well. So maybe it's something that they need to do, modification to the design itself for all the parks impacted.
All right. I would like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting at 7:27.
Second that.
All right, motion made by Commissioner Kelly, seconded by Commissioner Hunt. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting adjourned, I'm sorry. It's 7:27.